Hi, good afternoon. I just want to shoot a little Facebook Live Monday afternoon talking about trends, being in the right place at the right time. Make sure you're riding the right horse because if you're not on the right horse, you can lose a lot of money, waste a lot of time, and some people ain't got a lot of time left to make that money. So you've just got to make sure you're doing the right thing in the right opportunity at the right time. So if you're watching this live, just put hi in the comments. If you're catching it later, put replay. It's a fantastic day up in Tyneside. I don't know what the weather's like where you are. It's very cold this morning. A nice frost we had. So I think we're getting another one tonight. So I'll just flick the screen round. Hi, Fiona's just coming on. So what I want to talk about today is about trends and how they change. And I've got I found this advert on my Facebook profile, floating around on Facebook the other day. And it's an advert with Think from just after the war. And it says, and I guess it was in probably a national newspaper in them days, men wouldn't look at me when I was skinny. And it's an advert to gain £10 in so many days, have these such a tablets, and you send off to America. So that was the thing that pushed at them particular times back just after the war. People wanted to look bigger because they'd been on rationing, and anything they could do to put on extra weight would make a massive difference. So that's obviously when. Now, obviously, you see your Facebook feed completely the opposite now. You see people who've lost a load of weight in a couple of weeks, and guess what? They think you take these magic tablets and it actually doesn't happen. But probably a clue above here is like what's happened with the trend is basically when we were kids, these weren't around. There was no Big Macs and there was no Burger Kings. There was no KFC. There was no Pizza Huts. There was no doner kebabs. We did have chip shops, but that was a treat on a Friday. Now, people tend to have a takeaway quite most nights of the week. And I'll explain about the takeaway trend in a second. So, where I live, they've just opened a fantastic Indian restaurant. Why can't I go up to the top of the page here? Can I go to the top? There you go. End time right on the seafront, they've opened a fantastic Indian restaurant called the Grand Sultan. And I've got to know the owners really well. And they're top on TripAdvisor all the time. You know, the best Indian restaurant in the area. It's virtually get 5 stars all the time. The food's amazing. But guess what? When you go in there, it's completely dead. Now, if you've been following the trend on what's happening with restaurants, they're shutting down left, right and centre. Jamie Oliver lost a fortune trying to save his chain of restaurants. Other celebrity chefs are doing the same. And the reason for that is now what you've got is what called ghost restaurants. And basically, they're not a restaurant on the high street. They're somewhere on an industrial estate making the same sort of kind of food, but they're connected to an app called Just Eat, or one of them particular apps where you can get all your food. So I've said to the guy who owns this restaurant, you need to get yourself on one of the apps. So he hit the market for deliveries, but he's not having it. He says, I'm going to make this restaurant a success if it kills it. Well, it might actually physically kill him the way he's going on, because it's just not working what he's doing. It's not filling the place up, even though everybody who goes absolutely loves it. So you've got to make sure you're in the niche which is working well and has a fantastic opportunity to expand in the future. You don't want to be in a dying industry like I came from the shipyards and mining industry years ago. Some of the younger people watching that will not even know about them, but they've completely disappeared. Now, the same thing's happening on the high street. The shopping revolution is completely changing. People don't want to go to the high street anymore. They want to actually somebody come to their house, or they shop online. So we actually cover both of that. So I'm just going to jump across and show you some bits and pieces of what we're up to. If I can get into this and get to the team page. So what we very cleverly are, we actually take home shopping to people, or they can do it online. And this is just an example of just one particular product that we actually had. Now, this is a product that you mightn't have heard of. It's called Tender Care. It's only a little thing which you can actually put on cuts, grazes, bites, stings, anything like that. It's absolutely fantastic. But what we have is an offer, each catalogue, where you can actually get that product at a really good price. So in the last catalogue, the product was actually normal retails at £9. We were retailing at £2.95, I think. And then basically what happened was we had a little competition who could actually just sell the most. And Murray actually did 55, and Kelly did 40, and Krisha did 35. Now, That might not seem a lot. You know, you're getting little orders of £3.95. But if you point that out to the public, it's a bargain. Guess what happens? They'll order more. And Louise, off one of her little orders for £2.95, that order turned into an £80 order. So by having products that you can actually give the public a real bargain, they like that, they respect that, and then they'll buy more because actually you're pointing out to them that actually it is a fantastic bargain. So to the current catalogue, what we've got is this mascara on the back cover, which is normally £10. And this catalogue, it's £3.95. So we're having a competition with that, and they're flying out. But guess what? It's not just going to be that the mascara that's going to be sold. Because you've pointed it out, they'll buy other stuff. And that's what really makes it rock and roll. So we've got a business where we've got unique products that you cannot get anywhere else. We're not like a third-party or two-party seller where somebody else is making, they get their cut, and then somebody else wants a cut before it then even gets the opportunity to try and sell it. We make our own products, so out of stock is virtually nil. And if something happens to be out of stock, then we'll just get it the next week. The delivery times are coming down even more, thanks to DPD. They're now working 7 days a week. I would normally expect an order on a Tuesday from last week, and it turned up on Sunday. Lucky there was somebody in to pick up the order, because I just wasn't expecting it. So I was speaking to the DPD driver, and they've only got Christmas Day off and New Year's Day off, and every other day they're working. So home shopping's booming. They're right into it. They provide a fantastic service where we get a text within an hour when the products is going to be coming up. So we've got everything in place. We've got the product right, we've got the price right, we've got the no out of stocks right. We can give the public up to 70% off, and it's just up to you how big a team you actually want to build. I've never been excited where we can actually take this business. It's just amazing. So it's all over the island, north, south of Ireland, all of the UK, all the little islands of everywhere. It's absolutely fantastic. So if you recognise any of the names above here in the team, get in contact with them. Share this video as well so other people can actually see what's going on. It's great to be a company which is cash rich and generating so much money. Over the last 10 years, have made 100 million profit each year. On top of that, after they've invested £11 million in research and development and getting more products. And at the minute, we've got 1,500 products, which you can get all the time at an online shop. But every 3 weeks is 750 on a catalogue and an online catalogue, which they can actually then get discounts up to 70%. So once the public get clever with it, then they can buy when the offer's on. Just like when you go to the supermarket, it's buy one, get one free on, I don't know, fish fingers or something. You buy the two and then you put it in the freezer and you've saved yourself. So we're finding that's happening now, that people are buying extra of different products. We've got all kinds of different products in there, which is absolutely fantastic. Another one that we did, which we've got fantastic results, is this fantastic toothpaste which makes your teeth sparkling white. Other companies are doing that for like 12 quid. Our retail price is £6, and every now and again it's on offer for £2.95 or £3.95, nearly half price, and they fly out because the public want to get them at a discounted price. So it's mega exciting where we're going with this opportunity. It's just getting better and better. It's a timing to find a perfect opportunity, and we've found it. And everything in the back office is ready to actually rock and roll, expand it. And if we took the turnover from, say, what it is, about 7 or 8 million now, to 100 million next year, they would cope with it because they've got all the infrastructure in there for the growth. And it's so refreshing to be with a company with loads of money behind them. And there's so many companies which are disappearing off the high street, like Thomas Cook and other companies. They've got so much debt around their necks. They get swamped by the interest rates on the debt. And if at some point interest rates go up a little bit, these companies, it's just about surviving, will not be able to survive anymore. So if you found that interesting, you've spotted some people on here and you just want to know a little bit more, you want to get involved, bob me a little message, every now and again, I'm just going to pop little Facebook Lives, the updates of what's going on. It's so exciting to be in this position where we are with this amazing opportunity and watch where it grows. And we're coming to the prime time of year where the Christmas range is out and the orders go through the roof as normal. But we find it all year this actually happens. I'll just dive down here. Yeah, just some of the orders that's coming in there. There's a one for £67. There's a one there for £81. And we've just got a full stream of orders over £30. And that's happening every 3 weeks, because we're going back with a different catalogue every 3 weeks, and we can use the old catalogues to find new customers. And another thing that I've sort of missed a little bit, because I'm very online. I think the future's online. But a lot of people don't like to do it online. They like somebody to actually give them the catalogue and let them drop it off. They like that little extra bit customer service. So when I thought it, maybe a year ago, it virtually would all go online. Now I'm not saying that at all. I think it'll probably even go more to people want more somebody to come around and drop the product off. They like that customer service. They like to know somebody. They like to know how it all works, etc. Not that you need to know how it works, because the strange thing is the men that's actually doing this are getting more orders than the women. Yet, be quite honest, we haven't got a clue about the products really. You know, we're just say, look, it does what it says on the tin. Just read the instructions. All I know that loads of people are selling loads of them. The Tendercare is an amazing product. It's been around since the 60s and 70s. And there's loads of people ordering and getting loads of recommendation. Anyway, that's me waffling on. Have a fantastic Monday, and I'll speak to you all soon.